Inside the Classroom takes an in-depth look at one of Team Hardin County Schools' best teachers in action, featuring comments, class instruction, and insight inside the classroom.
Why did I become a teacher? Well, I became a teacher late in life. But I started out as a social worker and was working with families, and I had started working with families to try to be like an in-between between the school system and the families, and I just began to feel this calling to work with students. So I went back to school. I saw a lot of, I wanted to learn more about how children actually learn and how I could have an impact on how children learn, and I chose preschool because the children in our preschool programs are at risk for academic failure or trouble, and I really felt like I had the skills to be able to intervene there and to be able to help, to be able to capture how the children learn and build on that for them. Friends, it is time for math. And in math, we learn about numbers, and we learn about counting.
And adding and subtracting.
And adding and subtracting is part of math as well. Okay, today we're going to be recognizing sets without counting. You know, we've been working on counting numbers when we see things. We've been counting objects. We've been counting friends. We've been counting animals. We've been counting chips. We're answering the question, how many? So today we're going to talk about sets, but we're going to look at them without counting. So if you will quietly get and leave your carpet spot and get onto the edge, make a circle for Miss Julie in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. Nice work, friends. Okay. I really think my parents inspired me to teach. They were fantastic teachers. I mean, I went to public school, but they were fantastic teachers in my home. They place great value on education, and they have my whole entire life. So I think they probably are my biggest inspiration. So today, Miss Julie has farm animals in my bag. All different kinds of farm animals, doesn't matter what kind or what color they are. So we're going to recognize a set. Miss Julie's going to throw a set out onto Jesse's carpet spot. And this is a call out, so you don't have to raise your hand. If you could call out and tell me, without counting, how many is in that set. Ready? Here we go. This is a set of 1. It's a set of 1. Because Jesse, how many animals are on your carpet spot?
4.
There's just 1. There's just 1 on there. Okay.
I think Ms. Powers is extremely effective in her classroom because I think her primary goal is to build relationships with every one of her students and staff members. She communicates very well with families, and she has energy beyond belief that is very contagious.
So last week, we also learned about how you add 1. So if Miss Julie has this set, right? This is a set of 2, right? Thank you. So this is a set of 2. Last week we talked about, we knew that Bunny was a set of 1, and last week we talked about adding on. We added 1. So if you add 1 more, then the set has the next number, and the next number after 1 is 2. So when you're looking at it, you can say to yourself, hey, look, I see the rabbit, and I knew that was a set of 1, and there's another animal there, 1 more animal, so that's a set of 2. In our math lesson, we were introducing the concept of more or less than the same. We're building on the knowledge that we were talking about sets that are sets of objects in life, and in the past we had been able to count them to be able to find out how many were in a set. And in small sets, we were learning how to just recognize how many there were there without being able to count. Let's try a different set. Remember, we're not going to count. We want to recognize it without counting. Here we go. On your mark, get set. That's a set of 3. Thanks. So we did not need to count. You could say to yourself in your head, Jameson, you could say, I saw the rabbit, and I knew that was a set of 1, and I saw the rabbit and the cow together, and that is a set of 2. But look, we have another. We have one more. We have one more animal. And we're going to add 1, so that's a set of 3. All right. Okay. Hey, yep. Thank you, Lizavion. All right, ready? Here we go. Here's our next set. Ready? Here we go. Remember, we're trying not to count. We want to recognize it without counting. On your mark, get set, go.
5.
Oh, okay. Some say 4, some say 5.
I said 5.
Okay. So some say 4, some say 5. Hey, Jack, what makes you think, when you looked and you saw those, how did you know that it was 5?
Because I counted 1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay, try again. Can you come up here and count for Miss Julie? So we're going to touch count.
2, 3, 4.
There's 4, right? Okay, good. So he touch counted to 4. Sometimes, and that's okay, sometimes we have an answer in our head, and when we go back to check our answer, we say, ooh, we didn't get that right, but that's okay, because we were able to check our answer. Thanks, Jack. Have a seat. All right. Cohen, you said that there were 4. How did you know that there were 4 animals on Jesse's carpet spot? Maddie.
Yes, I counted.
You counted? Did you? Hey, remember when we started talking about that we're trying to find the set, how many are in the set, without counting. So I didn't see you count. I saw you look and say, oh, that's 4. So what were you thinking that made you know that that was 4? Can you tell us? You did what?
I counted.
You counted. Okay, can you come and show us what you counted? He counted. He's a fast counter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so he saw and he checked that there were 4. Thank you very much. You did tell me. Thank you very much. He knew. He counted really, really fast. So Maddie, Miss Julie has a set of 4. Okay? If I add 1 more, really quickly without counting, what's in that set? How many's in that set?
5.
5. Good. So Maddie, how did you know? Because I did not see you count. Can you tell me with some words?
Because 4 plus 1 equals 5.
4 plus 1 is 5. She said we had a set of 4 and we added 1 and that gave us a set of 5. Can we count really quickly? Touch count with me just to make sure. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Thank you. That is a set of 5. All right. Hey, friends, whole group is finished. We're going to go to the small group and work with your teachers. Then when we moved to the table, I introduced a new concept of whether each set had more, less, or the same. So the idea is to try to get the children to understand visually, to be able to look to see that if sets had partners, then that was the same. If there was somebody left out and didn't have a partner, then that set had more. So we're just introducing. That was the first time we had ever done the lesson. Today, at the carpet, we were talking about how many are in a set that are, hey Judah, look at Miss Julie. How many are in a set and we just didn't have to count. Today, at the table, we're gonna talk about in the sets if we have more, less, or the same. So Miss Julie's gonna show you how this works, and then I'm gonna put you with a partner, and you're gonna talk with your partner about more, less, and the same. So, we're going to talk about put animals in a line. So Miss Julie has a set of animals. How many are in this set? 3. And we knew that. I could tell. Nobody counted. Everybody just said, oh, there's 3 animals in this set. So Miss Julie has, how many are in this set? Right here that Miss Julie's holding right now. How many are in this set? 2.
Some of Miss Powers' strategies she uses are engaging. So she always has kids moving, bouncing, singing, dancing, and she makes each lesson relevant to their little lives. It's hard to make a connection with a 3, 4, and 5-year-old, but somehow she manages to always bring into the lesson something that they have experienced, which makes the lesson engaging for each student.
We are going to see, does this set have more or less or the same? So when okay, so Lizavion says more. What makes you say more? How do you know that this set has more than this set?
Because 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, and 2 is the smallest number.
Okay, so 2 is smaller than 3. So he said he saw 3 in this set, and he saw 2 in this set. But look, you know, you can also do this without looking. You don't, you can do this just by, if you set the animals up in a line, so this, the purple cow and the red pig are partners, okay? And the green bunny and the yellow bunny are partners. So those are, so far, the sets are the same because they have partners. But look, the blue cow does not have a partner.
I hate him.
He doesn't, yeah, but he doesn't have an animal partner. Thanks for wanting to be his partner. That's a good friend, Lizavion. So we can say that this set has more because this guy doesn't have a partner. So we know that this has more and this set has, what's the opposite of more? Okay, so this has more and this set has less. This set has less. It does have 2. Okay, good.
My favorite part of school is learning about numbers and letters. My name is Drew and I like to paint.
How many in that set? 2. I have 2 in that set. So Miss Julie has how many in this set? 1. So does this set, now I'm going to line them up to find pairs. Does this set have more, less, or the same? This set has more, so how do you know that that set has more? 2 is more than 1. Okay. Well, we do a lot of planning, purposeful planning on Friday when we plan our lessons. We sit down as a team. We use assessment data that we've gathered over from previous lessons to be able to determine where students are in that particular, reaching that particular skill. We review skills on a regular basis. So when we meet as a team, we discuss if a student has not met that learning goal yet, why we think that they haven't, and what kinds of things that we can do to be able to do that. Some of the strategies that we use are to use more simple language, to use different kinds of manipulatives. We also use planned seating, so that if a child has trouble paying attention, that we sit them next to the teacher, that they get to go first, that kind of thing. So a lot of it involves knowing who the children are, knowing what their needs are, and then planning for that. This set, does it have more, less, or the same as this set? The same. So how did you know that?
Well, because I just knew it.
Yeah, because you counted? And
And I did.
and you counted because you set them up. But look, I can tell without even counting because you set them up. And each one in the set has a partner.
Like 1,
Okay, just a second.
4, 5, 6.
Yes, you counted them to find out how many altogether. Okay, but we're talking about more or less in the
It's
same.
rows, just like we're
2 rows, just like we're rows on the carpet. Can you do it for Judah and set it up? Okay, this time I'm going to take one animal away. Will you set up the 2 sets and find out who has more or less in the same? Thanks. Okay.
Miss Powers also shares her wealth of knowledge with each staff member in preschool and in kindergarten. She is a great team player. She works with her PLC, with other PLCs, and on top of that, she's just very flexible. So there's never any curveball thrown at her because she adjusts very well and doesn't mind helping anyone.
Here's a set of 3. Okay, and then he has a set of 2, and you partner them up. Now this one, Lizavion, ask him, does this set have more, less, or the same?
Does this set got more, less, or the same?
More. Good.
Mix
Okay.
it up, mix it.
Okay, and then give Kyle a chance to do it. The greatest joy is to be able to see a student get it when they finally when the light bulb turns on and they're able to get it. And that's just not academically. In preschool, we are very, very focused on the social area too. A lot of our children are here because they have delays in social development. So when they are able to enter a play situation successfully on their own, or when they're able to solve a social problem on their own without being aggressive and they're able to do it in a socially appropriate way. And then when you can see the light bulb turn on, it's just, it makes our day as a teaching team. Now, does this set have more, less, or the same as this set? That's same. Look, you have two partners. Everybody in each set has a partner, so we know it's the same.
Here at North Park, it's hard to choose an ExCEL teacher because we have so many excellent teachers. I think that usually teachers, they decide, and then they send their vote into the administration, and I'm thinking that she probably got the most votes for all of the reasons that I've just said. She's a team player and an expert teacher.
1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Yes, I see it's time for centers. If you have the animals in your hand, please put them in the bag that I gave you. And hey, 2 directions. Put them in the bag and hand the bag to Miss Julie.
She makes everything fun and relevant to every one of her lessons. You know, a lot of hands-on. It's hard to ask a 3- and 4-year-old to sit down. So her students are not sitting much. They're singing, they're dancing, they're making things, and they're sharing. So they oftentimes are the star of the lesson, not the teacher.
Maddie, where would you like to go to play today? You would like to go to music. Thank you for using that sentence. You would like to go to music. You may get your name card and go.
My favorite part of school is learning about numbers and letters.
Okay. Does Miss Julia let you do that?
What?
What's your favorite part about Miss Julia?
My favorite part about her is she helps me learn about letters on the tablet so I can know about the letters so I can get up to the top so I can win all of the prizes.
Hey, show me your sentence. I would like to play in art. That is 7 words.
How to read.
Jesse, where would you like to go to play today?
I would like to go to blocks.
You would like to play in blocks. What a beautiful sentence. I would like to play in blocks. How many words did you make in that sentence? 7 words. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Why are teachers so important? We are educated about how to teach children, and we are educated about how to differentiate things so that we can meet every individual child's need. So I think that we are we're here building relationships with children, helping them to love school and to make it a safe place to learn.